Thank you for joining in. Today we are reading chapter 3 of Top Wood Carry Water. The name of the chapter is Faithful in the Small Things. As the weeks passed, John grew more comfortable with life in the community. One day, he woke up to find all the other apprentices crowding excitedly around an announcement that had been posted in the dining hall. It announced that each year, the incoming class of apprentices would be able to compete in an archery tournament. John could barely contain his excitement. He loved competition, and he was intent on winning the tournament. He couldn't stop talking about it in the morning as he finished his daily routine. Finally, Akira grabbed his shoulder and sat him down. He looked deep into John's eyes. John, Mother Teresa always told people, be faithful in the small things, for it is them that your strength lies. The temptation while you are here with us will be on the focus on the big sexy goals, like winning the tournament and becoming a great samurai archer. You must fight that temptation and stay focused on chopping wood and carrying water. Do you recognize the name of Ingvar Kamprad? John shook his head no. Good. Akira smiled wide. Ingvar was a young boy who spent 4 or 5 years selling individual matchsticks door to door in a small town in Sweden. He was often laughed at when he would tell other boys he could not play because he needed to ride his bike 3 hours into Stockholm to purchase another box of matches. John couldn't believe his ears. Hold on. You mean to tell me that this little kid was really selling individual matchsticks door to door for years? Yes, John. This is a true story. When Ingvar was 17 years old, he decided to name his company. You might have heard of it. IKEA is worth over $150 billion today. John listened in awe as Akira continued. John, everyone wants to start the next IKEA, but few are willing to be faithful selling individual matchsticks door to door. Everyone wants to build the next Apple or Facebook. Nobody wants to sell matches door to door. Everyone wants to become a samurai warrior, but few are willing to faithfully chop wood, carry water. Every now and then a person comes along and accidentally gets it the first time. But most of us have to learn the hard way through multiple failed experiments, which allows us to learn lessons and skills those who had it easier did not develop. Steve Jobs did not set out to transform entertainment, computers, music, telecommunications, and education. It happened as a byproduct of passion, persistence, and faithfulness to a small idea. The problem with small is that it is unsexy and it's often repetitively boring. A guy who played professional golf was once hit by a bus, and the people serving as his doctors told him he would never walk again. But he trained hard, day in and day out, and went on to win a major. He said, everyone thinks greatness is sexy. It is not. It's dirty hard work. Ingvar did not have a sexy idea. He had an idea most people would laugh at today. I can't even imagine how much grief it took from friends and family. You are doing what? This is the stupidest idea ever. Everyone wants to win championships, but nobody wants to sweep the barn they practice in like John Wooden did for his few years in Westwood. Everyone wants to be great until it's time to do what greatness requires. Dream big, start small, be ridiculously faithful. Focus on what you can control. Your greatest challenge during your time here will be faithfully keeping your focus on the process while surrendering the outcome. John nodded his head in acknowledgement, but the truth was more than he could handle. He thought he understood, but some things can only be experienced to be fully learned. Thank you for joining me, guys. Tomorrow we'll be reading chapter 4, One Eye for the Journey.